Hi, Greg Buckley here, Buckley's Auto Care, and today we're talking about brakes, specifically seized calipers. Seized calipers can happen at any time, especially when we have overheated temperatures like we've had recently in this summer here in the Delaware area. Okay, so we have this vehicle that we're looking at right now, and we'll go over some of the conditions that brakes can cause a seized condition, and also what to look for. So when a caliper seizes, it squeezes down onto the rotor, which is this unit right here, okay? And when it does so, it generates heat. That's what happens when the pads come together, and the heat is dissipated by properly ventilated pads and also properly ventilated rotors. All right, when the caliper does not remove or does not retract, that's when heat gets excessive, and it can start to cause a smoking situation, bad odors, an overheated rim or tire. You know, all those conditions can be present, and that's when you know you have an issue. But let's look at some of the things that we have here. Now, you can see the rotor itself is discolored, kind of like a bluish type tint to it, and also you can see where the heat is going to the middle of the rotor, right to the center of the rotor, and on the outer edge. All right, so we have complete discoloration. Here you can see how hot it got, where the pads themselves have turned white, and we've actually started to degrade the actual bush or the actual caliper piston, the boot there. All right, so that caliper is not moving, it's not retracting, allowing those pads to separate. And a lot of times what we find is it's not just the calipers that are an issue, it's the hoses, it's the rubber hoses. And here it might be kind of hard to see, but we have a few of them. Here's your center hose, okay? And then each of the calipers itself has an attaching hose to it. So those hoses get clogged up, sort of like an artery would. And you can push through, but they don't allow the brake fluid to retract, therefore keeping constant pressure on the calipers themselves. A master cylinder could do that as well. There's other elements to create a sticky caliper. In general though, and most common is where hoses can be the culprit. So when you replace calipers, typically it's going to be the brake pads, the brake rotor, along with the hoses. So it's kind of like a set. It's something that all professionals would recommend at the time of replacing these units, and to give you a proper braking experience and good braking, good stopping distance, okay? So just those things on calipers, braking, and everything like that here at Buckley's Auto Care. Thanks again. Appreciate, as always, watching, and have yourself a great day. See you now.